Hello everyone, and welcome to the instant review of Evil Dead. Evil Dead can trace its gory roots all the way back to a 1978 horror called Within the Woods. The gore child of Sam Raimi, Robert Tapert, and Bruce Campbell, the work quickly picked up the support of producers, and when it was released in 1981 as Evil Dead, it became an instant cult classic. The original is terrible and amazing in a way that only low-budget 80s films can be. The sequels and remakes that followed pulled the story in slightly different directions while holding on to the simplistic yet effective core concept. But what this all really means is that when I first saw that they were going to make a remake, I was sort of like, again, do we need that? Where else can you take this? Then I saw the trailer, and it looked pretty impressive. With the modern big budget effects and all the original guys as producers, it was obvious that they were recognizing the value of being a serious horror, and they were stepping it up. For those of you who are new to the franchise, basically, a group of roughly college-age kids go out to an old cabin for some R&R. They find a scary old book, and they read from it. If you ever saw Cabin in the Woods, you should know you never read the Latin. All hell breaks loose, and they are slowly and horribly attacked, dismembered, possessed, and destroyed by an ancient and endless evil. But let's get right to the newest version. It was written and directed by Fede Alvarez, or Fede Alvarez, who knows, and Diablo Cody. It stars Jane Levy, Shiloh Fernandez, Jessica Lucas, and Inca the dog, but apparently not the chick that plays the girlfriend. And it was awesome! I know, I'm super excited. The plot was fresh with all little-known, highly talented actors who did a really great job. The plot moves quickly at first with a good balance of character interaction and just jumping right into the horror. There's a good mix of gore, creepy suspense, sudden shock, emotional dread, and unavoidable violence. So often movies choose only one and you become numb to it halfway through the film. Think of Saw or Paranormal Activity. It just gets old fast. The constant back and forth keeps you on edge and makes this a much more powerful horror, in my opinion. If you've seen all the other movies, there were enough differences to keep you interested and focused, but there were also a lot of subtle returning elements that will make Evil Dead fans viciously satisfied. I know I was. While this is a much more serious and classy take on the franchise, there are still some good laughs. From the utilitarian use of duct tape to the return of the chainsaw, there are moments of black humor. I realize I just used the word classy and that you think I'm confused, but this is a more classy telling. Best example, the infamous rape scene. In the original, a girl is running around in the woods and gets caught by some trees and vines. The plant life then rapes her, complete with ripping clothes, thrusting, groaning, and that really awkward feeling you get that assures you you're not the next Norman Bates. In this movie, the rape is there, it happens, but it's more focused on the violation of a human by something scary than 70s style domination porn. To me, this classes up the film. Continuing with the more adult, serious, classy concept for this movie, here's a word on its imagery. When you take a look at the writers, you'll notice a short but interesting and impressive list of accomplishments. Also, one of them is a woman. Don't take that the wrong way, but it's a little true that women, on average, more than men carry and pass on the symbols and metaphors of a culture. And it seems to me that women writers tend to bring that to their work. Whichever creative mind is to credit, the imagery and symbolism is strong in this film and adds to it a sense of age and import that the earlier iterations and many other horror movies sorely lack. Overall, we give it an A-. You should go see this movie no matter what you think or don't think about the previous films. Also, I would like to say, without giving too much away, I think that the whole thing is a group hallucination / psychotic breakdown due to drug overdose. Watch carefully at the beginning and tell me if you get what I'm talking about. Or maybe I'm the one on drugs. Whatever.